Hey, this is Clay Richardson, Chief Accelerator with Digital FastForward, and I have some really exciting news to share with you. So last year, a lot of you might recall, I went through a program to become a certified high performance coach. And what I'm excited to share is I just finished my recertification. And that's one of the things I loved about this program to get certified as a coach, is every year you have to go through and get recertified. And this year, when I went back through and got recertified, it reminded me so much of why it's critical to develop a high performance mindset and high performance habits when it comes to leveling up as an innovation leader. I strongly recommend you take a look at High Performance Habits. This is Brendon Burchard's book, who really developed the coaching program. And a lot of what is in the book forms the foundation of how to go about becoming a coach and helping people live a high performance life. As I went through the program, it just reminded me so much of the work that we're doing in the Innovation Leadership Coaching Program. And we based the foundation in terms of the mindset of what it takes to become an innovation leader on the high performance habits that were uncovered by the High Performance Institute. And in a lot of ways, the program, the Innovation Leadership Coaching Program that we developed, is really the intersection of these two books, High Performance Habits and Creative Confidence. In Creative Confidence, for those of you that haven't checked this out, definitely encourage you to check it out. But this book is about how do you build your confidence as an innovation leader, as someone who is committed to driving innovation, launching new products, new services, new ideas. And so these two books, these are my two favorite books. You'll find them on my shelf, on my desk, marked up. These happen to be new because I'm giving them away as gifts. But these books are the books that really I live by as an innovation leader myself. And so one of the things I wanted to do is just share my key takeaways from going through recertification of the 3 high performance habits that are most essential to success as an innovation leader. And the reason I want to share these is I know over the last few months, I've connected with different innovation leaders who really their role ended up changing or their whole team was disbanded, right? And when I had these conversations, talk to innovation leaders that, their team was disbanded or maybe they were let go in some cases, what I uncovered was there wasn't a focus on these high performance habits, right? There was a focus on the technology side, on the, hey, I know how to run a design sprint, but there wasn't a focus on having the foundation that's needed to operate as an innovation leader. I want to share these 3 as the bedrock of what you need to focus on to be successful. And so first and foremost is clarity. This is the first high performance habit that is revealed in the High Performance Habits book. And this is so critical to be crystal clear about your purpose, your mission as a high performance leader. And this is the number one thing that we talk about in the high performance innovation section in the Innovation Leadership Coaching Program, is getting clear on what is your mission as an innovation leader. And this is so important to me that I logged in my 3 key words that remind me of my mission as an innovation leader. So I get reminders on my phone 5 times a day of these 3 words that guide my mission as an innovation leader. And so I encourage you to do the same. Like, take time, kind of write out your mission and what you're trying to accomplish. What is your purpose as an innovation leader? And then what are 3 words you will use to guide you each day in living that purpose and being clear, right? And so clarity is essential. Also, what I found, just again, going through recertification and thinking about the coaching, the innovation leadership coaching program that Digital Fast Forward runs, that my team runs, I just keep coming back to this high performance habit around courage. And one of the things that's kind of cool about going back through the recertification is you get a chance to do role plays. So you get a chance to actually role play and coach someone else, and they coach you. And one of the things I got coached on was around courage. I did a role play where I was the client and someone else was the coach. And it was really fascinating to get coached on courage and also to be challenged to take the leap and give feedback to people that may not be comfortable, right? And so this is a huge practice, critical practice as an innovation leader that we should be finding every opportunity to practice every week at a minimum. Find an opportunity to say something that maybe you don't necessarily feel comfortable saying, right? Doesn't mean to say things that piss people off intentionally, but being comfortable with uncomfortable conversations. And that's just a muscle that we have to build as innovation leaders. The last and final high performance habit that is essential as an innovation leader is influence. And this is such a tricky topic. And I was reminded again as I was going through my recertification that a lot of people have a negative view of influence. And we did a segment a few weeks back on influence that you can go back and listen to. But as I went through this coaching program and we talked about influence, one of the things that became very clear is this important to talk about influence in terms of positive influence, right? In terms of service. And I mentioned that on the previous segment that we recorded or shared with you. But if you're not able to master influence as an innovation leader, it's impossible to get buy-in. It's impossible to get people behind you and to get that support. This, to me, I have it as number 3, but I really look at this as once you get beyond these two, having purpose and courage, this has to be the most important skill set or habit that you master. Because I see so many leaders struggle to get traction for their ideas, and they still haven't adopted that mindset where influence is not about manipulation. Are you trying to manipulate or convince? Or are you really trying to influence and be of service in a positive way and have a positive impact? Strongly encourage you, if you hadn't had an opportunity, go back, check out our influence segment, and also download the influence worksheet that we shared on how do you influence decisions and influence your team for positive impact as an innovator. I want to remind you what the foundation looks like and the mindset you need as an innovation leader, and strongly encourage you to pick up the books that I shared. But most importantly, I want you to believe that mastering high performance is the most important ingredient to how you operate as an innovation leader. This is the most important investment that you can make. I also want you to feel confident about the impact you can have as an innovation leader that goes beyond the technology. So many innovation leaders prioritize the technology, but what makes you different is that you prioritize the interaction and the engagement and understanding and bringing people along. And so it's not about the technology, it's about you as a leader that can mobilize and motivate people. Again, I encourage you to download our high performance innovation worksheet just to assess your performance in the areas most critical to leadership. And we'll share a link to this. Just take time to take a look at this. It's more for self-reflection, to look at where do you want to improve. And so with that, Clay Richardson signing off, and happy innovating.